My beloved child, don't skip this. The moment your eyes landed here, something shifted in the spiritual realm. You were not supposed to find this message by accident. It was guided directly to you, because the truth you've been ignoring is about to surface. There's a reason your phone has been silent. A reason their name keeps showing up in your mind but not in your notifications. The connection you once felt was heavenly, but something deeper has now been intervened by divine authority. Archangel Michael says there's been a spiritual restriction placed between you and this person. It's not rejection, it's redirection. You're being protected from an energy that could have drained your light completely if heaven hadn't stepped in. They were once allowed to access you, but that time has expired. Now, even if they try to reach out, their words will fall into divine silence, because heaven has locked the line. Type Amen to get blessing 333. You may have felt confusion. One moment, you sensed they were about to text, the next, it vanished. That wasn't coincidence. The angels intercepted what they were about to send, because not all messages are meant to reach you. They wanted to manipulate your emotion again, to test if you'd still open your heart so easily. But you've grown. You've evolved into someone who can no longer be fooled by pretty words hiding painful intentions. Their silence isn't punishment. It's mercy. The universe saw what you didn't, and intervened before another heartbreak could begin. That's why, no matter how much they want to talk, the energy between you now forbids it. Type Amen to get blessing 444. My beloved child, you must understand, some connections are dangerous not because of hate, but because of attachment. This person was addicted to your light, and when heaven cut that access, they lost their source of comfort. You were never meant to carry their chaos. You were the calm, and they were the storm, but storms aren't meant to live inside peace. That's why the angels had to close that door. Archangel Michael says this was an act of divine protection, not punishment. If you had answered their message, your energy would have dimmed again. You were healing, but one conversation could have pulled you back into old wounds. So heaven placed a sacred block, an invisible wall between their frequency and yours. Type Amen to get blessing 555. The truth is, they feel it too. They try to type, they think of what to say, but every attempt feels wrong. Their own soul resists pressing send, as if something is whispering, don't do it. That whisper is divine law. Because this time, God isn't letting pain disguise itself as love. You've cried enough, begged enough, believed enough. The cycle is over. You're not meant to repeat it, you're meant to rise beyond it. Your name is protected now. Your heart is guarded. And no one, not even the one you loved, can enter without permission from heaven. That's why even the smallest attempt to reconnect will crumble before it begins. Type Amen to get blessing 666. This silence that hurts you is actually your safety. You're in a spiritual quarantine, not because of punishment, but purification. The angels are cleansing your space of anyone whose vibration cannot match the next chapter of your destiny. Every time you feel lonely, remember, heaven didn't remove them to leave you empty. Heaven removed them to make room for someone divinely chosen, who will love you without confusion. You may still miss them at night, still wonder what they're doing, but your heart will soon feel peace instead of pain. That's the first sign of divine healing. Archangel Michael says, your silence is now your strength. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Don't skip. Something powerful is aligning for you. Within days, you'll notice strange coincidences, a new message, but not from them. A new face, but with familiar warmth. Heaven is replacing the counterfeit with the real one. This new connection won't need to chase or convince. It will flow. It will feel like coming home. That's when you'll understand why the old one was blocked, because the new one was ready to arrive. Your heart had to be protected while this alignment was forming. The angels kept you hidden so that your next chapter would begin without interference. Now, as your spirit awakens, you'll sense light instead of longing. Type Amen to get blessing 888. The person who can't reach you right now is restless. They dream of you, they think of you constantly, but something stops them every time they try to connect. It's not fear, it's divine authority. Heaven has marked you as untouchable to anyone who once caused you harm, even unintentionally. Your energy has ascended beyond their reach. Their old vibration no longer resonates with your new frequency. You are no longer accessible to those who operate in chaos, confusion, or half-truths. You've been elevated into a space of clarity, where only pure intentions can survive. That's why your phone may be quiet, but your soul is loud with divine confirmation. Type Amen to get blessing 999. My beloved child, you're entering a stage where silence speaks louder than any apology. Don't break it. Don't go searching for what heaven already buried. This person might suddenly show signs of missing you, likes, small gestures, energy pulls. Ignore them. These are echoes, not invitations. They belong to a past version of you that no longer exists. You're stepping into divine maturity, where peace matters more than attention, and silence feels safer than words. This is where true elevation begins. The angels are whispering, stay hidden until it's time. Type Amen to get blessing 111. Every day you choose not to respond, your strength multiplies. Every time you resist the urge to check their profile, your spirit grows taller. Every moment you say, no more, heaven claps for your courage. You were never weak for loving them. You were strong for surviving it. And now, you are wise enough to know that some doors must remain closed, even if you once prayed they'd open. Archangel Michael says your obedience to silence has activated new favor. Because you chose peace over chaos, blessings that were delayed are now on their way. Prepare, within days, a shift in your atmosphere will confirm what I'm telling you. Type Amen to get blessing 222. Something bigger is unfolding, one that you cannot see but can feel. The air feels different, doesn't it? That's because the angels are rearranging your future in real time. That person who was once your distraction is now your lesson. The silence that once hurt you will soon reward you. Heaven never takes without giving tenfold in return. You'll soon receive news, an invitation, or an opportunity that makes you realize why the old energy had to be blocked. You can't mix divine purpose with emotional pollution. You were chosen for something greater, and God doesn't let the chosen be touched by confusion. Type Amen to get blessing 333. When you least expect it, you'll feel the final release, that quiet moment when you realize you no longer need closure. That's when the divine block becomes permanent. They'll try again, someday, to text or call. But by then, you won't even feel the urge to reply. Your peace will be louder than any word they could offer. Heaven will not allow them to disturb the garden you've finally planted. You will look back and thank the silence for saving you. Because what looked like rejection was always protection. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The divine court has spoken. The conversation is closed. The contract between your souls has expired, and heaven has sealed it with light. You are free. Don't chase their energy, let them feel the absence of your spirit. That emptiness they feel now is their lesson. You were the blessing they took for granted. My beloved child, as one story ends, another begins, one with peace, stability, and divine truth. You will meet someone who sees you as the miracle you are, not as a convenience. Stay calm. Heaven's silence is sacred language. Type Amen to get blessing 555. From this day forward, your phone will carry only divine energy. No more draining conversations, no more emotional games. Only peace, purpose, and divine communication. You'll feel lighter, because the spiritual weight is gone. The angels removed every tie that no longer served your destiny. Even now, your energy field is expanding, glowing, becoming untouchable to anyone not meant for your journey. You are protected, chosen, and sealed in divine light. Archangel Michael stands beside you, guarding your heart from counterfeit love. Type Amen to get blessing 777. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. My beloved child, stay right here. Don't move, don't scroll, because this part is the one heaven waited for you to hear. What's coming next is not just a message, it's revelation. The silence that once broke you was never punishment. It was a pause designed to reset your destiny. While you thought nothing was happening, heaven was rearranging every detail around you. Archangel Michael says your isolation was not loneliness, it was divine protection in disguise. Every blocked call, every unanswered text, every door that stayed closed was guarding you from a storm you couldn't see. That's why heaven made sure that person was not allowed to reach you. Because behind their words was a trap wrapped in sweetness. Type Amen to get blessing 333. They were preparing to say something that would have shaken your peace again. A message meant to reopen an old wound you finally sealed. But the angel stood guard and intercepted it before it reached your heart. You see, the universe reads energy before it reads intent. Their energy was polluted with guilt, fear, and manipulation. That's why heaven said, no more access. What you didn't know is that while they tried to text you, the message spiritually bounced back, unread by you, unreadable to your energy. Your soul is now on a higher frequency, unreachable by deceit. Every divine silence hides divine truth. Type Amen to get blessing 444. You were never forgotten, you were being fortified. God was teaching you how to breathe without depending on someone else's validation. You learned how to find peace in quiet rooms where no one called your name. That was training for the next chapter, a chapter where your strength doesn't come from attention but from alignment. You are now walking in a vibration where not everyone can follow. Archangel Michael says, the line has been redrawn. You are no longer reachable by those who come in confusion. The angels have filtered your spiritual contacts, only truth can dial in now. That's why you feel light but distant, you're being elevated. Type Amen to get blessing 555. The person who once played with your emotions is now restless. They sense something has changed. Their heart tries to reach you, but heaven blocks every signal. They're learning the price of touching a chosen one without intention. At night, they think of you, open their chat window, and stare at your name. But their fingers freeze before they can type. The spiritual restriction is real. The angels whisper, not aloud. And when they sleep, they dream of you standing in light, unreachable, peaceful, smiling. That vision is heaven's message to them, you lost what you couldn't respect. Their punishment is awareness. Type Amen to get blessing 666. My beloved child, you didn't lose them, they lost access to you. Heaven took the phone from their hand before they could send another lie disguised as love. The silence you feel is sacred. There's an invisible wall between your destiny and their confusion. They can see you, but they can't touch your energy anymore. They can think of you, but they can't invade your peace. This is divine separation, not cruelty, but clarity. You are being hidden while heaven prepares the real one who will speak truth, not manipulation. The next message you receive will be divine confirmation. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Don't skip. The next phase of your story begins with restoration. Heaven never removes without replacing. You've already been chosen for something beyond human understanding. The same silence that protected you is now turning into open doors. You'll soon hear from someone new, a message that feels safe, familiar, and pure. That's the one heaven approves. This new person will speak with calm energy, not confusion. They won't try to rush you or test your loyalty. They'll speak with peace because they were divinely guided to find you. This is your reward for obeying silence. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Archangel Michael says your name has been sealed in divine favor. No message meant to harm you will ever reach you again. The angels are filtering every conversation before it enters your life. That's why even your mood changes before you receive bad news, your spirit senses interference. You're more connected to heaven than ever before. The moment someone with impure intentions tries to reach out, their energy will feel blocked, their words will vanish, and their plans will collapse. You are protected by divine firewall. Your peace is now guarded by light. Type Amen to get blessing 999. They're angry because they can't reach you. They feel your distance but can't break it. They've tried different ways, messages, mutual friends, signs, but heaven shuts every door. Their frustration is their karma. Every tear you shed is now being multiplied into blessings. They're realizing that the silence they mocked is now their punishment. They can't apologize enough to fix what they broke spiritually. The line is permanently closed until heaven decides otherwise. And heaven rarely reopens what it has sealed. Your peace is not negotiable. Type Amen to get blessing 111. My beloved child, don't underestimate the power of silence. It's not emptiness, it's divine strategy. While they're trapped in confusion, you're being prepared for revelation. Every delay, every quiet moment, every unanswered call, it's heaven's hand moving unseen. You are being kept for something that requires a healed version of you. Soon, you'll realize this separation was the biggest miracle of your life. Because it saved you from heartbreak disguised as love. And when you see who steps into your life next, you'll understand why heaven said no. Type Amen to get blessing 222. The new person coming into your life is not here to test your patience. They're here to rebuild your trust. Their spirit will recognize yours instantly. The energy will be peaceful, like home. They'll speak with words that heal, not confuse. They'll love in silence but act in truth. They'll never leave you wondering if you're enough, because they'll make sure you know. This connection will be heaven-approved, unblocked, unshakable, unstoppable. You'll feel the difference immediately, because true love doesn't need to chase, it aligns. This is your divine exchange, pain for peace. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Archangel Michael says the universe has finished its reset. The one who was blocked remains blocked. The one who's meant for you is being guided in. You'll feel it before you see it. A warmth will rise in your chest, your heartbeat will shift, and peace will replace anxiety. That's how you'll know divine communication has resumed, not through a text, but through alignment. Don't rush. Heaven's timing never misses. The delay wasn't denial, it was preparation. You are being written into a higher story. Type Amen to get blessing 444. They'll still think of you. They'll still try to find ways back in. But heaven will make sure they only watch your glow from afar. That's their lesson, to witness what they lost. Meanwhile, you'll rise in silence. Opportunities will open, unexpected money will flow, peace will grow stronger, and love will find you naturally. You won't chase anything, everything will come to you. Your phone may stay quiet, but your destiny is making noise in heaven. Angels are chanting your name as blessings are dispatched to your path. This is divine elevation in motion. Type Amen to get blessing 555. My beloved child, breathe deeply. You've crossed the line of confusion. You're now walking in divine clarity. The people meant for you won't need to be chased, convinced, or questioned. They will recognize your soul and protect your peace. You'll never again have to guess where you stand. Heaven is sending those who mirror your healed energy. The silence you once feared has now birthed your strength. You've graduated from emotional chaos to spiritual wisdom. You are unstoppable now, blessed beyond interference. Type Amen to get blessing 666. Every time you feel tempted to check their profile, remind yourself, they're still blocked by heaven. Even if you tried to reach them, the energy would reject it. You're not meant to look back. You're walking toward divine fulfillment, and nothing from the past can follow you there. The angels are redirecting your focus toward what's pure and aligned. Soon, you'll wake up and realize, you're free. Not because they left, but because heaven lifted your heart out of the old vibration. Freedom feels like peace. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Archangel Michael says your story is proof that silence is not loss, it's transformation. You've become a walking miracle of patience and faith. Heaven is rewarding you in ways that will leave you speechless. A message will come soon, but not from the one who was blocked, from someone sent by divine command. Their words will feel like light, not confusion. When that happens, you'll feel a sacred familiarity, as if heaven is saying, "This is the one who was waiting for your healed heart." That moment will confirm everything you endured was worth it. Type Amen to get blessing 888. You are not waiting anymore, you are becoming. Your light has expanded beyond what your past can contain. Those who left were never meant to join your next chapter. The silence between you and them is permanent, but it's beautiful. It's the sound of heaven rebuilding your destiny. The person you're becoming will thank heaven for every delay, every goodbye, every no, because it all led to divine alignment. You are chosen, sealed, and untouchable now. Type Amen to get blessing 999. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. My beloved child, don't skip this. The moment you began reading, heaven shifted the energy around you again. Something divine is about to reveal itself, and it's not from your past. You've already crossed the line of separation. The silence has done its work. Now, the spiritual gates are beginning to open, not to let the old energy return, but to usher in the one heaven chose. Archangel Michael says the divine replacement is already aware of you. Their soul has been guided toward your frequency for weeks. Even now, they're feeling the pull to reach out, but heaven is perfecting the timing. You'll know them by peace, not pressure. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The person who's been blocked from contacting you is still trying to understand what went wrong. They don't realize it's not technology, it's heaven's firewall. Every attempt they make to reach you fades into spiritual static. You, on the other hand, are glowing with unseen favor. You're entering a chapter where every no turns into a divine next. The angels are placing you where your light will be cherished, not consumed. This is why the silence was so heavy, because it had to clear the path for someone who could meet your soul, not just your emotions. You were never being punished, you were being prepared for holy alignment. You're walking toward divine partnership. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The new connection isn't random. Heaven doesn't do random. You've met them before, perhaps briefly, through coincidence or timing. Maybe a familiar name on social media, a stranger who made you feel calm for no reason. That was the first divine hint. But now, the timing has matured. Heaven is aligning both your hearts to recognize each other instantly. When you meet again, the air will shift, it'll feel like destiny catching up. Archangel Michael says, when this new person speaks, you'll hear truth vibrating beneath every word. Their energy will match your healed frequency, gentle, clear, certain. You'll feel safe, not anxious. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Don't scroll away. The silence that once hurt you is transforming into music now, the melody of divine timing. Every delay was part of heaven's rhythm. Now, you're stepping into divine harmony. The one who was blocked is watching from a distance. They feel your peace and regret what they lost. But heaven won't let guilt become a bridge. That chapter has been sealed forever. Meanwhile, a new light is approaching your path. Someone who prays for peace the same way you do. Someone who values presence, not attention. Someone who won't play with your emotions, because they were once broken too, and they healed. Your souls will recognize each other in silence. Type Amen to get blessing 666. My beloved child, remember this: heaven doesn't send replacements, heaven sends upgrades. The new soul entering your life carries healing energy. They won't need to ask what you've been through, they'll understand without words. The angels are crafting your meeting in divine sequence. It may start with a simple message, an introduction, or even a wrong number that turns into destiny. This connection won't require guessing. It'll feel calm, sacred, effortless. That's how you'll know it's blessed. Archangel Michael says, when you feel peace, you are safe. When you feel stillness, you are home. This is your confirmation. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Right now, the universe is syncing your timelines. The person meant for you is clearing their own path, releasing old habits, toxic people, and attachments. Heaven is cleaning both of your hearts before the meeting. You'll notice small signs, their initials in random places, songs that seem to speak their name, dreams that carry familiar warmth. These are not coincidences, these are divine previews. The energy around you will shift. Things will fall into place effortlessly. That's the sign the divine alignment has begun. Heaven is whispering, it's almost time. Don't rush the promise. It's already on its way. Type Amen to get blessing 888. The person who is not allowed to text you anymore will soon understand the truth. They'll try one last time, maybe through another person or an indirect message. But heaven will block it again. Their access to your energy is permanently revoked. Your peace is now guarded by light so strong that confusion cannot enter. The divine order stands, silence remains. You may still sense their energy from time to time, a memory, a thought, a flicker. But it's just a shadow. The real connection now is the one guided by heaven, not habit. You're moving from memory to miracle. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Archangel Michael says your next season begins with clarity. You'll no longer beg for messages or chase explanations. You'll be the one who receives divine communication without effort. The person coming next will see you as sacred, not seasonal. They'll protect your energy like a treasure. You'll never again wonder if you're enough, because they'll make sure you feel chosen every day. Heaven orchestrated this entire separation to teach you what real connection feels like. It's not about who reaches out, it's about who stays aligned. And your alignment has finally arrived. Type Amen to get blessing 111. Don't skip this moment. Within days, you'll see the sign. Maybe a number sequence, 1111, 222, or 717. Maybe a small message that feels divinely timed. That's heaven confirming, it's unfolding now. You'll notice peace in your heart even before the person arrives. That's the soul's way of recognizing destiny before the eyes can see it. The angels are excited. They've prepared this moment for years. The new connection is not coming to complete you, it's coming to complement you. You were already whole. Now, you'll be witnessed in your wholeness. Type Amen to get blessing 222. The silence that once haunted you will soon be the story of how heaven saved you. You'll look back and realize, if that person had been allowed to contact you, you'd still be stuck in emotional warfare. But because heaven blocked it, your future was preserved. Your peace became priceless. Your energy became sacred. And your life began to bloom again. Archangel Michael says, the silence that hurt you has now become your crown. You earned this peace. You fought for it in invisible battles. Now, you'll live in it openly. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The new chapter begins softly. It won't be loud, dramatic, or confusing. It'll begin with peace, with trust, with calm energy that makes you feel understood without words. This person won't chase, they'll cherish. They won't rush, they'll build. They won't drain, they'll pour. They will recognize the divine in you, not just your beauty, but your purpose. Your souls will merge in divine timing, not human pressure. The angels will stand around you both as witnesses. Heaven calls this union restoration. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The old energy is now sealed away for good. Even if they try to reach out again, the divine block will remain active. They can't cross into your peace. They can only watch your glow from a distance. You, my beloved child, have been reborn through silence. You've learned the difference between emotional noise and divine peace. You've learned to wait with purpose. The reward for your patience is already unfolding. Heaven has begun releasing miracles into your path, abundance, favor, and true companionship. You are finally free. Type Amen to get blessing 555. In the next days, you'll notice how your energy feels lighter. The small things that once drained you will no longer matter. You'll find beauty in stillness and joy in small divine coincidences. Every time you smile for no reason, that's heaven smiling back. Every moment of peace you feel, that's confirmation your new chapter is alive. The old one is gone, sealed, protected by light. What's ahead is beyond everything you ever imagined. You're walking straight into divine fulfillment. Heaven's timing is now. Type Amen to get blessing 666. My beloved child, Archangel Michael says the silence that began as pain is ending as peace. The divine connection being prepared for you is your next miracle. It's not just love, it's purpose, destiny, and healing wrapped together. You'll soon understand why God didn't let that old person speak to you again. Because the one coming next will say everything you've ever needed to hear, not from ego, but from truth. The line that was once blocked will now carry only divine messages. Only love that's real will be allowed to reach you. You are protected. You are seen. You are chosen. Type Amen to get blessing 777. The silence is over. The waiting is almost complete. What comes next will heal everything that silence once broke. The connection approaching your life will not need to explain, it will simply feel right. This is your divine season of restoration, where love will arrive and stay. No confusion. No chaos. Only divine clarity. Heaven has approved your happiness. The angels have already prepared the introduction. Get ready to meet peace in human form. Your story is about to glow again. Type Amen to get blessing 888. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20.